Ay,
2 weeks till y'all out.
okay.
So once again, I'm Jeremiah Ajiboye, and it's really good to have you here. Yeah.
Really? Yeah. So basically, I came up I'm from Oklahoma. It's like the middle of America. It's like, I mean, it's not the perfect middle of America. It's just like a nobody type middle of America. Like nobody really messes with it. But it's very country, it's very country. It's a big truck state. Everybody has big trucks. But for me, as a black male in America, I didn't even understand where I was. I just thought that America was this beautiful place. I thought Oklahoma was just another beautiful state. I didn't understand like mentality things as far as like how other, like older white man might view me coming into a store. In my head, I'm like, oh, like I'm happy to shop. They might be looking like, oh, why is he here? Type thing. Like I was very blinded to that early on in my life. But anyways, I was given like the Bible and like biblical teachings early on, like 25 now. So it was all my life basically. My grandma, she's like this fire and brimstone. Like she'll hit you over the head with the book all the time. Like, you know what I'm saying? Everything is Old Testament. I mean, we're not gonna get into that, but like she'll only live in the Old Testament. Like she doesn't care about the New Testament. But like she would just like dash everything in this. And I felt like it's because she knew we were gonna go out into the world and just do our own thing.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so I knew about it. It's one of those things where I heard about it so much it didn't really faze me. I'm like, yeah, Jesus, like, yeah, God, Jesus, I know. Like, I know to say my grace before dinner and stuff, like I knew the typical things, but I was just, so I went on in life, went to high school, just did my thing, and I never really pursued like God throughout my whole teenage life, and I guess it just took a turn when I became 21. It just kind of got crazy. It wasn't nothing too insane. It was just like my mind, like I guess I'll say God allowed for my mind to play tricks, or the devil to enter. He allowed the enemy to enter. And I was like, I used to smoke a lot.
Yeah.
And I used to watch a bunch of Illuminati videos and a bunch of conspiracy videos. And like for stoners and smokers, like that's like the favorite thing to watch. Like, oh, conspiracy, oh, they're doing, just like, and I didn't even know back then. I know now, but like a lot of that stuff is just clickbait. It's just like, it's for you to click it. Like, I mean, there's some wicked things going on.
Yeah, definitely.
But like, it's not as big as we think. Like, it's minute. Like, they're not going to give all the information. But anyway, back then, I'm like, yo, this is crazy. And I just got a bunch of, basically, it was just a situation where I thought a dude had, like, tried to offer me, like, also Illuminati stuff, but I was wrong. Like, I read it wrong. Like, the dude is really, he wasn't even in business or anything. Like, he was like a week. But, like, yeah, he didn't even know how to handle business. I was just like, oh, no. Then I just got scared. A bunch of stuff happened. Like, I smoked a lot that day. And, like, I didn't go crazy. But, like, after he had told me, like, yeah, man, I can hook you up. And I'm like, oh. Like, I started feeling like it was real. I got scared. I ran away from, like, my whole career type thing. And it was over nothing. Like, literally nothing. That's how I know, like, it was a God thing. Because, like, if I would have just kept going, I could have been straight. I would have been perfectly fine in the world just making music. But, yeah, he allowed that to happen, allowed for me to settle down and start a family. And, start a church family as well. That was the most important thing, I feel like, because I didn't even know what a church family was. Like, you can see it, but you don't know the importance of a church family. But I'm sorry, I probably gave you too much. Go ahead, man. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's okay. It's cool. I mean, it tells a lot about your background and how you got into the music industry and all that. It's really good. I'm talking about Still Yourself. You play a lot with Japanese animes. Your song, I know of Shinobi Nation. I know some other Japanese related names that you use. So what's it with you and Japan, or with anime and animations? What's the connection, and how are you trying to fusion that with your music?
Yeah, no. It's a definite vibe. Unfortunately, in Christian hip hop, somehow it just took off, and now everybody is Japanese, and South Korean themed. Just like how did that happen out of nowhere? How everybody just. But I mean, it's whatever. That's nothing. That's neither here or there. But it happened I was inspired to do stuff like that because my dad, he originally was, into karate. I guess like the 70s and stuff, and the 80s, they were, big on like Bruce Lee and all that stuff. And black people were into that, like Wu-Tang and all that. Yeah. They were into it. So hip hop kind of meshed with rap then.
Yeah.
So I never let go of it. While everybody else is kind of gangster. Like I'm still watching cartoons. I'm still watching animes. I'm still watching Z.
Yeah.
All these different things. And I guess and I took jiu-jitsu and just basic karate. My dad is taking taekwondo and Muay Thai and basically all the things. And honestly, I've slacked on it. I've slacked on my martial art heavy for like the last 10 years.
Whoa.
Like, yeah, I'm super rusty, but I mean, I can still go down if I need to. But I mean, we not. But
like white belt.
Yeah. So it's just always been there. Video games, I love video games, so that's part of it too. Kind of mesh the anime and the video game. And I'm black, so it's kind of weird. I feel, but I feel like there's not enough people speaking for us. Like speaking of people of color that actually are into that type of stuff. Like it used to be considered just, oh, you're a nerd, or you're a weirdo, so it's becoming cool. So I mean, I'm glad to run off with it. And to tie it into God, like I feel like it's so crazy. It's awesome. So cool.
I mean, it got me thinking. Like I was checking out your songs on Spotify, and I'm like, why is this guy? Why is Jerry all about Japan? Your last video for Tarzan, you were holding this sword? Is it samurai?
Yeah, katana.
Yeah. I was like, okay, it's cool. I need to ask you about that. So it's good. So your family, how's it and music? Do you take your kids to like martial arts classes? Like, do you?
But I'm going to eventually. Listen, though, my son is 2. Have you heard of Naruto? Have you heard of Naruto?
Yeah, I watched Naruto while I was in school. Naruto, Bleach.
Okay, you up on
Flame of Recca. Yeah, I watched it. Like that was like 6-7 years ago. I mean, I didn't finish it. It was too long. I couldn't finish it.
Yeah, it's super, super long. Like it's on Naruto now, his son, and I haven't. I'm slowly declining now, finally, but yeah, they had me going forever. But anyways, my son is 2 years old, and you saw the headband I had on in the video.
Yeah,
he wears that all the time. Oh. Like I had to take it from him to go put it on for the video. Like he thinks he's Naruto, and he'll wear this astronaut, this space suit. Yeah. So he looks like Naruto. It's kind of orange, and he has the Naruto headband. So he like, he might run in here. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay, no more anime talk.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm definitely gonna get my kids.
Yeah, okay, sure. So about your music and your family, are we gonna see like probably a feature like from maybe just for a few seconds in a track, maybe from your son or from your wife? I mean, I think Basil had his wife on a record. KB also had his baby talk on one of his records. I think that was. Yeah. So are we gonna have something like that? Like maybe your kid saying Naruto, like Shinobi Nation 3 or something?
Yeah, no, that'll be really hard because after I heard KB do the no nonsense, I was like, oh, that's so hard. I gotta do it. I have to. It's a must. You'll hear it. I got stuff coming.
Yeah,
but there'll be a lot of it'll be a lot of openness in my album as well. Like a lot of stuff to like pay attention to. That there's just like I can't really just speak on or I can, but like I'd rather let the music speak.
Oh, nice. Yeah, music is the medium. I mean, you pass a message to music, so that's what should do the speaking. Because I mean, when you leave the world, it's the music that will speak for you. That's what people will get to listen to. Yeah, so let's talk about Indie Tribe. I mean, is it a group or a label or what's it about? Just break it down, dumb it down. Like, what's Indie Tribe like? Really, really.
Man, so Indie Tribe is a dope collective. We're just an independent dope collective. Well, I say independent. You know, like our group, the actual label is independent. There's no money. There's nothing but us holding it together, literally.
Mm-hmm.
Like we do everything, and we bring it to the table. Like, yo, I'm about to do this. Yo, I'm about to do this, and we just talk about it. And like, yeah, you need to do this, that, and that, and we handle it. But like, it's grown so big. Like, that was my question early on. Like, yo, Deal, you're about to be a major artist. Like, how are we gonna handle it? And like, same with RG. Like, RG, bro, you're about to be a freaking major artist. Like, how are we gonna make this? And then you're signed to Reach. You know, that's which is the highest tier. Like, what do we like? How do we keep the Indie Tribe brand strong? And I mean, they just encouraged me. Like, yeah, bro. Like, no, this is our brand. Like, this is my business. But this is our movement. Like, this is us. And so, like, for me, I think it's important. I think it's important for me to stay independent right now because, like, I get to see what they do, and I get to, you know, I haven't signed anything, so like I'm just learning and absorbing and grabbing new things without even having to, you know what I'm saying, without even having to sign a piece of paper. It's awesome. But yeah, I've been away for a while, honestly, because I told you I'm in that Oklahoma. I'm in that little that state. It's kind of out of it's away from everybody. So I really haven't been able to link in with everybody that much. But I will be. Well, you'll see a lot more of a joint tribe this year for sure.
I mean that would be dope. I mean, see yourself, Mowgli the Harrisburg, both of RG, and No Big Deal. Yeah, bro. I mean, that's gonna be lit. So how long has the group been together? Like, how did you guys come together? Were you friends from high school or from somewhere? What brought everyone together? Were you all in the same city? How did it start?
So Indie Tribe was it was Mowgli and No Big Deal. They both were like, No Big Deal was with a rapper named Derek Minor. You might know him.
Oh, definitely. RMG.
And so he was a road manager for him, and then he fired No Big Deal. So No Big Deal, because he said he's too dope at rapping. So I gotta let him go. Like, why are you being a road manager? You're a rapper, bro. Go make your money. Like, go make your way. And so he did that, and Dill kind of was just, he made a song, and took off on Rapzilla. He was in the same city as Mowgli, so he just reached out. Mowgli was like, he was more on his rock thing, he was more on his rock thing at that time, and he was just coming into himself. So, but Mowgli knows a lot, like how to do a lot of things. So it worked. Him and Mowgli came together. Boom, they started Indie Tribe, and they dropped this viral video that went viral on regular, not just Christian rap, like on regular hip hop. And then it kind of like started boiling, and people started looking and talking about them. And at the time, Deal had just dropped, and I had just dropped, so we were both watching each other. And I had put him on my project, just to do it. Like, bro, you trying to? And it worked. And like, I just shot my shot. Maybe like 4 months later, like, hey, if y'all ever need another person in the group, bro, like, I mean, I can be that guy. And he automatically was like, yeah, for sure, we'll have you. Like, we'd love to have. He didn't automatic. It was never automatic. It's usually a process, like a wait. But yeah, it definitely, we linked in. I'm from Oklahoma. Those two were Murphys. So weird to say. Murfreesboro, Tennessee. It's Tennessee. I'll just say Tennessee.
Okay, better.
Yeah. They're in Tennessee. I'm in Oklahoma. And RG, he was like the young guy, and he was like just helping people, like helping on a low key, helping big artists, like on a very low key, like writing for big artists, like writing for different artists. RG, he dropped a video on Twitter, and it went viral, like very viral. And from there, I don't think it was anything else to talk about. Like, we were just like, yeah, this is it. Like, yeah, get him on the team. Yeah, so he was in Atlanta, and we all just came together as a whole. We met at Tennessee, and we just were like, we kind of made it official. And we've been running with two different DJs, DJ Michael, shout out DJ Michael, and DJ DeBaron. His name is DJ 412. I ain't want to say it wrong. And shout out to DB405. That's my guy. He's in Oklahoma. God is Trill forever.
Yeah. Um, so about Indie Tribe, are we gonna see like a collective projects from four of you, like probably an EP or just something? Is this something you guys can work on or to think about?
Yeah, man. If I when I tell you, a lot of people have asked. A lot of people have asked us about it, and I want to say yes. I'm wanting to say yeah because like it doesn't take us long to make music. It really doesn't.
It doesn't.
It's just we just have to sit down and all be together on one accord. But like for sure, we're trying to get it done. For sure.
I mean, yeah, because the other guys are also gonna be busy on tours, especially No Big Deal that just dropped an album.
Yeah.
So getting everyone together can be a little difficult, but it will definitely happen if it will happen. Yeah. What's up with Holy Weapon series? You dropped 3 installments already.
Yeah.
Is that all for it? Because most rappers do 1 to 3. Church Close 1 to 3. Bizzo did 1 to 3. I think Derek Minor did 1 to 3 or so.
Oh, he did? What? Oh, he did. Derek Minor did.
Is it 1 to 3 thing in CHA?
Listen, I'm gonna tell you right now. Whoever watching, I started. Okay. Now that that's being said, okay, I'm just had to let everybody know that because I want you to know that was a joke. But old heads do watch us. Like older guys, they watch us. They know they watch our moves and they do copy because they're on a bigger level.
Yeah, we'll see that.
You know what I'm saying? They can do bigger. I don't know who copied me. I'm just saying. I'm sorry. No shot. Don't come from me. But no, man. The 3 thing I just was thinking like, yo, I got a lot of music I need to get to people, and they need to consume this fast. Like, and I didn't want it to be like one big old project of just random songs. And yeah, so I basically was like, yo, why don't we just take all these tracks? But I didn't have more at first. I didn't have any full songs. I had beats. And so I'm just like, okay, well, we can do this one, these here. We just basically broke up the beats and I wrote. But the first one was basically, it was me in like a freestyle mode, like as far as like rapping, like non-writing. I didn't write anything for the first Holy Weapon 1. Holy Weapon 2 was me like okay, like I need to give people what I have, like my feelings, like how, like, because for me, I always want to make music that heals people. So Holy Weapon 2 was like a perfect example, like the happiness that yellow. That's why I made it yellow. I wanted you to get that feel, like joyous. But yeah, Holy Weapon 2 was that, and then Holy Weapon 3 was like, okay, y'all are still asleep a little bit. I gotta come a little harder, but I also kind of wanted to cap it off. But yeah, the series stuff, I don't know, man. I think you're gonna see a lot of it now, though. I think everyone's gonna do it for sure.
Let's talk about Christian hip hop getting mainstream outside the USA and some parts of Europe. I know it's not yet fully mainstream in the USA, but it's getting there. It's getting there gradually. We're on the journey. So, what are your thoughts on Christian hip hop actually going global? Like, what have you thought about, like, seeing Christian hip hop take over Africa, take over Asia? I know there are some guys in Asia doing hip hop real good, but what are your thoughts on it? What are your plans on getting outside the USA to do music?
Man, to be honest, like I've had a couple of opportunities to do it, and like I wasn't sure if I should because I wasn't sure if it was even ready, if everybody else was even ready. Because like I feel like we're having such a hard time here. Well, I mean, it's good now. Things are going now. Like we're picky and we're privileged. You know, American, like in America, we think we have it bad. Like really, we're doing very well in Christian hip hop. I feel like, but in the same sense, like in the mainstream world, it's hard to get people to look at us like, yo, we're doing this. Like this is, you see that? Like we're doing the exact same thing, like the exact same thing, but harder, or like with a good message, with a real message, and it just gets frustrating. So for me, I was going to be able to go to, God, what was it? I was going to be able to go to Ghana.
Oh, Ghana, that's close by.
Yeah. Oh, really? You're over there?
No, I'm in Nigeria.
You're You're
Yeah,
next
it's
to it?
just next door, like 30 minutes to 1 hour flight.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's not bad at all. So how is that over there? Because I definitely turned it down. I was like, man, I don't think they know.
Christian hip hop in Nigeria is getting big. It's not a mainstream, but the artists, the Christian circle, the artists are really dope. They are good guys. And we have some collections of songs dropped by Christian hip hop artists in Nigeria. I could share some links with you after. Like a compilation of what we think are like the best songs of like 2017 and 2016. So it's really growing here. It's a big market. I mean, we have a lot of fans of you guys back in Nigeria and Ghana here. It's big.
Really?
Yeah, it's dope. We have guys there following you guys like on a daily. I mean, it's crazy.
Man, I'm gonna keep it 100, bro. Forgive me. Listen,
Yeah,
I love my brother. I love everybody, but listen. There's no disrespect when I say this, but some of the people that were following me. Well, this is from Facebook, really, not really from Instagram. But like Facebook, like I would get people from like over in Africa or over in Ghana, or over in Nigeria, and over in South Africa. But and I wouldn't know who was a scam or not. Like sometimes their pages would be very like cheap, very scamish.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah,
I want to love you, bro, but it's like I don't know how to tell it different. So with me, I just want to say that now. Like anybody watching this, if I haven't responded or anything, like I'm sorry, but like I really don't respond on my Facebook anymore, just because like you get spammed, you get a bunch of spam.
Yeah, it's
Weird.
okay. Facebook has a lot of spam accounts, like for sure. So it's safer to just be wise about it in responding to people. I mean, there are a lot of scammers out there for real.
Yeah, usually if they try to respond, usually if they say something about my music, I'll know, like, okay, you really heard the music. Like, you mentioned something. You're not a bot, or you're not, you're not like a fake account trying to hack me or anything.
Yeah.
But, as far as overseas, man, like, that's what I was getting at. Basically, a guy, I'm going to be working with a guy who's going to get me to Spain. We're going to be performing for some African refugees in Spain. I don't even know I don't know the whole story behind that. And forgive me for not understanding that. But like, I guess there's African refugees in Spain now. And they're like, it's like they're in the church. It's like a whole church. What are they called? Like an organization. It's like an organization.
Yeah, like an NGO.
Yeah, where they take in refugees. And basically, they were just saying, like, I would have been the only black guy to perform for these African individuals in Spain. I'm like, yo, this is so many mixed things. Like, I'm in Spain performing for Africans. That's crazy. But, so I'll basically I'll be in Spain and Europe. And then I'm going to try to make it back to Africa. I just was not sure about the Ghana thing. I didn't know. They turned it down. I was like, man, I don't think they know.
Christian hip hop in Nigeria is getting big. It's not a mainstream, but the artists, the Christian circle, the artists are really dope. They are good guys. And we have some collections of songs dropped by Christian hip hop artists in Nigeria. I could share some links with you after. Like a compilation of what we think are like the best songs of like 2017 and 2016. So it's really growing here. It's a big market. I mean, we have a lot of fans of you guys back in Nigeria and Ghana here. It's big.
Really?
Yeah, it's dope. We have guys there following you guys like on a daily. I mean, it's crazy.
Man, I'm gonna keep it 100, bro. Forgive me. Listen.
Yeah.
I love my brother. I love everybody, but listen. There's no disrespect when I say this, but some of the people that were following me. Well, this is from Facebook, really, not really from Instagram. But like Facebook, like I would get people from like over in Africa or over in Ghana, or over in Nigeria, and over in South Africa. But and I wouldn't know who was a scam or not. Like sometimes their pages would be very like cheap, very scamish. Yeah. I'm like, I want to love you, bro, but it's like don't know how to tell it different. So with me, I just want to say that now, like anybody watching this, if I haven't responded or anything, like I'm sorry, but like I really don't respond on my Facebook anymore, just because like you get spams, you get a bunch of spam.
Yeah, it's
Weird.
okay. Facebook has a lot of spam accounts, like for sure. So it's safer to not just to be wise about it in
Yeah.
responding to people. I mean, there are a lot of scammers out there for real.
Yeah,
Imposters
usually if
and
they try to
all.
respond, usually if they say something about my music, I'll know, like, okay, you really heard the music. Like, you mentioned something. You're not a bot, or you're not, you're not like a fake account
Yeah.
trying to hack me or
Oh,
anything.
yeah.
But, yeah, as far as overseas, man, like, oh, yeah, that's what I was getting at. Basically, a guy,
Yeah.
I'm going to be working with a guy who's going to get me to Spain. We're going to be performing for some African refugees in Spain. I don't even know I don't know the whole story behind that, and forgive me for not understanding that, but like, yeah, I guess there's African refugees in Spain now, and they're like, it's like they're in the church, it's like a whole church, what are they called? Like an organization. It's like an organization.
Yeah, like an NGO.
Yeah, where they take in refugees. And basically, they were just saying, like, I would have been the only black guy to perform for these African individuals in Spain. I'm like, yo, this is so many mixed things. Like, I'm in Spain performing for Africans. That's crazy. But, yeah, so I'll basically be I'll be in Spain and Europe. And then I'm going to try to make it back to Africa. I just was not sure about the Ghana thing. I didn't know.
So, if I want to ask about the artists, like you're feeling that you're rocking with right now in Christian hip hop, what are the first like few artists that come to your mind? I mean, the artists you're rocking, or the artists you're looking out for, people you're trying to see, or just artists you've been feeling in the game right now. Like, who are some of your artists, your favorite artists, what you've been feeling like recently?
My favorite artist, just like Christian hip hop.
Let me say Christian hip hop for now. Then we could talk about like outside Christian hip hop.
Okay. Well, I guess my favorite artists in Christian hip hop are younger, to be honest. I mean, everybody. I mean,
everyone is dope. Like for real, I find it difficult to answer that question if you ask me. So I understand.
Right. I mean, Lecrae is the top. We have to say Lecrae. Like, hey. But I think KB. I think KB is probably the best, just because of like his theology plus his flows, and like he actually gets it. Like I feel like he gets the rhythm and he gets everything. He's not trying. Like some people, it's like you're kind of trying. Like it doesn't feel free. It doesn't feel like it's flowing. It feels like you're pushing. Like, but KB, Ty Brazzle. I'm gonna name 5. KB, Ty Brazzle, Foggy Raw.
Oh yeah.
The Foggy?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's super hard. Paris Chariz. And okay, who I say?
I didn't get the last name. You mentioned KB,
KB, Ty Brazzle,
yeah.
Foggy Raw, Paris Chariz, and one more. If I got one more to hang on to, I'm gonna say Andy. Because he's consistent and he's hard. Like he's been hard. I'm not going to run.
Yeah.
Actually, no.
That's a good collection. I've been rocking Uncomfortable. Yeah, I know it's got a recent project, but I've been rocking Uncomfortable more recently. Like, I just popped on it. I jumped on it like 2 weeks ago, and I've been rocking it since then.
Uncomfortable?
Yeah.
It's pretty solid.
Yeah, it's solid. I mean, I keep playing it over and over. Same thing with Ty Brazzle, Praying Hands is really great. So
Yep.
KB, I go back. So most times I go back to his album, his first EP, Who Is KB? It was really lit. I mean, then I go to Today We Rebel, Tomorrow We Live.
Yep. Yeah. He has a great body of work. To be honest, he has one of the greatest. Like, cause I don't know, I can't even talk. Let me stop.
Yeah.
I'm gonna shut up. Because I'm gonna tell you why I'm gonna be quiet. Because I haven't been in Christian hip hop as long as a lot of some of these guys, and they might be mad. Like, yeah, like you forgot about that. I'm like, all right, my fault.
Nah.
Like when music stops and stuff like that, like I came into that stuff late, so I had to learn about Lecrae, like Rehab. I came in and like right as Rehab dropped.
Oh, that's not too late. It's not too late.
Yeah. Right.
I came in 08, 2008. That was when I came in. I think that was when Rehab dropped. Yeah.
08 was when Rehab dropped.
Yeah. Or was it? No, that was Rebel. That was Rebel.
Okay, Rebel. So Rehab was 2011.
2010. Then I think Overdose was 2011.
Okay, yeah. Because Overdose, I was like, this is cool. Rehab is when I first was starting to get into church. Like, okay, this is like, church is cool. Like, okay, this is decent.
So I'm gonna ask, what albums you've been rocking since this year started? A couple of albums have dropped this year. I know Stephen Malcolm dropped Second City. It just dropped part 2. I'm not sure if part 1 dropped last year.
I think it did.
Yeah,
I think it did.
Yeah, a couple of albums have dropped this year. I can't remember all of them right now. But
Right,
which ones
so
have you been
many.
rocking? So many, so which ones have you really been rocking? Like probably you're going to church on Sunday, doing your bumping in your car, or you're going out with your family. Like your go-to album, like there's this album that just pops up that, okay, let me rock this now.
I say Ty Brazzle's Part A.
Yeah.
Part A, is it? I think Side A.
Side A.
Yeah, that's my fave right now. Like Ty really just speaks for me. Really, I feel like he says a lot of stuff I want to say.
Yeah.
So Ty's album for sure. Who else just dropped this year?
I think Calico dropped.
Calico.
Yeah, that's the God of Harmony artist. He dropped also. Trying to remember.
I've heard a lot about the Calico one. I still haven't even gave it a chance. I'm sorry. I'm terrible.
It's not easy to keep up with Christian hip hop. It's not easy for real. A lot of stuff dropping there. I mean, about 5 things are dropping tomorrow. Lecrae is dropping. Lecrae is dropping an album with Zaytoven. 7 is dropping an album.
7 is dropping an album?
Yeah. He's dropping a project. I'm not sure if it's an album but 7 will always drop an album from it.
Yeah, it's always an album.
So,
dang, that's cool though. That's really cool. I didn't know 7 was. Andy, I don't know.
Andy dropped.
I'm not about to be fake. I haven't really listened to Andy.
Yeah.
I mean, Deal. I've been listening to Deal.
Solar.
A lot. Solar. Yeah. And What Up RJ? I'm tripping. And
What Up RJ? Come on.
Yeah.
I've been bumping Glow. Yeah, I love Glow.
It's just because it's so short though. Like I listen to it. Like all right, man. Like I'll listen to it all 7 songs and then it's done. It's just the shortness, but I'm gonna keep it all the way 100. If I'm being honest, the go-to project I'm listening to is Fogtavious Vandross.
Yeah, so I'm gonna ask you this question. In Christian hip hop, what do you think we need to do better on? Like, what do we really need to work on?
Okay.
Yeah, what can we do better?
That's a great question, bro. Yeah. A lot of us don't even really ask. I'd say for the most part, we're growing, so we're doing something. Like something is going right. I think the problem is the money, and which sounds bad because it's about God. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not all about money, but just like what I mean by that is it needs to be a more open market, because right now the market's about this wide to get through. Like it should be this wide, but like there's this many artists, but it's like that wide to get through, and meaning like they only want a certain type of brand, you know what I'm saying? Like they only want the cosign type. Mm-hmm. I mean, any tribe is a blessing. Like we just like how it grew, but like we also got a Lecrae cosign, so you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel you. I got you.
Like we have, and I'll say this too. Another thing we really need to work on is our media game, because if you watch how DJ Academics is running things on Instagram, he's running things. He's really running things. Like there's no playing anymore. He's the guy. Like he's media. When you say media now, you have to respect DJ Academic.
Yeah.
Everybody is watching him now. Like everybody. And it's because he stayed consistent. Basically, he just basically we don't cover our artists enough. That's what it is. That's what I'm getting at. We don't cover our artists. Like we need to be like academics will cover their snaps. Like Lecrae just did this. You know what I'm saying? Like anything. Like he just does, and it gets people talking. And, like it keeps consistency. Like we don't do that. We only like, oh, Lecrae got a project. It's just a picture. Lecrae got a project. It's like, okay, he got a project. Cool. Like people want to watch. They want to. They're on their phone. They're just trying to see some bull, like not BS, but like they're just trying to see some, like something entertaining. So I just feel like we just need to understand how the future is working. Like the future is now. We don't wait for news on TV to be like, oh, that happened. We're watching our phones. Oh, this happened, and then we see it on the news 2 to 3 hours later. You know. So it's like we just gotta catch up. That's all. We're catching up. Don't get me wrong.
Well, I mean, we're doing good, but we need to do better.
Yeah, and I feel like Christian rappers are doing better than regular rappers.
Definitely, like for real. Yeah.
Like business wise, we're on top. Like,
yeah, because we try to maximize it. Because I mean, we're not getting all the streams and all the sales. We try to like get our merch out there, get this done. We write books.
Yep, exactly. Like we're writing books. Like, come on, man. Like you can't. I really just think once we get the coverage down, everything goes. I watched academics do it, bro. I watched him be like this decent little dude, like this decent guy on YouTube going hard, like posting what's happening between the war in Chirac or whatever, and then switching over to a main page with with all the famous artists, and then going to Instagram and keep doing the same thing. And I just watched it do this monstrous thing. Now you have every famous person in the world commenting on this dude's. You know what I'm saying? Like he gets payola to his Instagram just for people like, yo, can you post this? It's be that way. Like all I'm saying is Rapzilla. No, I mean Rapzilla is the GOAT. But I'm just saying like if something like a Rapzilla was to, take that approach more so instead of like getting paid. All right, here we'll post your thing. Like instead of like just constantly posting people's things. Not everybody. That's the problem too. You can't post everybody. It has to be like top, more top tierish. Can't just be like Reggie down the street. You like, but once we get to that point, bro, I think we're out of here because now everybody's on their phone. Christians are on their phone, so just get to the Christians. That's all. That's how we have to figure out better ways to get to us.
Okay, I think it's something we'll work on. I would also take that as a point of action also for Arab Christs. We need to work on that. So, yeah.
What do you think?
I really think in Christian hip hop to get better. Because my perspective, I'm not in the States. I'm not in the US. I'm in Nigeria. So I'll talk from Nigeria, from Nigerian perspective. I think we need to. The artists need. In Nigeria, I would say the artists need to put out more content. It's not economically, it's not so good back home in Nigeria, so it's cost a whole lot to put out music. And kudos to the guys keeping it 100, keeping it real, doing our records. So the artists need to get more records out. And I think in Nigeria, the market in Nigeria is like the market in the States of like let me say 2005, 2006. It's developing like. If you want to be
Christian market of 2005, 2006
in the US, the CHH market in the US, that's what it is like in Nigeria. So it's growing.
I mean, that's okay. That's coming up.
Yeah, it's growing real fast. So if you want to be like an A-list artist in Nigeria in the next 3-4 years, everyone is an A-list artist. But I mean, like if you want to be there, like you want to impact people on a wider platform, you need to get into the game like now and get your records out and spend on marketing strategically. You need to spend money. Then also we need more media platforms to do Christian hip hop coverage in Nigeria. There are some doing it, but not dedicated to Christian hip hop alone. I would say in Nigeria, like Arab Christ is like the only one dedicated to Christian hip hop. like the only one dedicated to Christian hip hop. There's no other website dedicated to Christian hip hop.
What?
So the other ones do like them praise
Oh,
and
you mean like
worship.
they're Christian, but they're not Christian hip hop.
Yes, not Christian
Okay,
hip
got
hop.
you,
So
got you.
we need more people in the game. Like we're not competitors. Like we're working towards the same objective. I think just like
Right.
Rapzilla and Jam the Hype. I think Chris Chicago had some things to do with Jam the Hype before. You know, or was he the founder? I can't remember. And when it was dasouth.com. So we need to work collaboratively. We're not competing. Like we need to get that straight. Everyone is fighting for the same aim. We need to get the lost souls out of the kingdom of the world. We need to get them into Christ's kingdom. So we need to focus on that. We need to look behind. We need to look over our problems and try to go against all odds. Like Tizo's album, like we need to go against all odds to get it out done.
Yeah.
We need to get into the universities, the campuses. We need to get to do shows in the universities because that's where people get formed. That's where people get molded. That's where you can't bend a stick, but you can. The Bible says, train up a child in his way. When he's old, he wouldn't depart from it. So we need to catch these guys when they're young, in their high school. We need to go in there and do shows. Like shout out to D1. He's doing real good. We need to go into the schools and talk to these kids. We need to go into their colleges, universities, and do shows. It's gonna cost money, but we just have to put it there. If there's a will, I believe God will provide a way. So the artists really doing well in Nigeria, but we just need to do it better and more consciously. So I think you guys, I don't know, but I think you guys are doing it fine, but we just need to stop the divisions. I think everyone is, like Swoop said, we're all on the same team. Like, it's the same team, which just always have at the back of our mind that, okay, we're doing this for the kingdom. In any way we try to do it, probably we're trying to, okay, there's an artist that mentioned, I can't remember, it says, if I'm trying to cook my food this way, and I'm trying to roast my chicken, I'm trying to boil my chicken, I'm trying to fry my chicken. They're all still going to be consumables at the end of the day. So let God direct people. Don't judge people. Let God direct them.
Right.
Let God direct
That's
people.
what Foggy's dealing with, bro. That's kind of how I feel like everybody's looking at Foggy. Because it's like he loves God, but he's saying, like, nigga, I'm sorry, I don't want to say that. He's saying the N-word in the music. It's like, yo, I can't get with that. And it's like, yeah, but you have to, like, we personally know him. And we know his heart. He comes from a godly background. And, like, he knows the word. He's not a dummy at all. He's going the way that he feels, he's being led. And a lot of people, like not a lot of people, some people don't agree, but it's just like one of those things like, yo, God's not excluding him from the kingdom. Like, why are you completely excluding him? Like, give him a chance. Don't get me wrong. Like, dude is out here wilding. He out here wilding, like, yeah, check him. But like he, like, just from his music, people are already like,
yeah, I'm gonna tell you this. I produce in my spare time in Nigeria. I'm a producer. So I have a lot of friends that who started producing together right now. They are Christians. Let's say I must say they're professing Christians. Like, you go to church. Like, it's the religion over here. We have Christianity and Muslim here, and Islam here. So you're either a Christian or a Muslim. Atheists are not so many in Nigeria. So let me say, these are my guys. We grew together. We're making music together. We're making beats, sharing mixing ideas, production ideas, plugins, and all of that. And I said, I'm gonna feature you on this song. I want to feature you on this song. No one knows where I've been with you. No one knows where we're coming from. And let's say that artist is a secular artist. Like, he's getting real big. Okay, he doesn't preach Christ in his music. And I said, and God leads me to get this guy on this record. Everyone will say, oh, Jay has backslided. Jay is not rocking with Christ again. They don't know where we've been through. Let's look at No Malice. No. Let's even take No Malice, for instance.
Yeah.
Let's if No Malice today says, okay, he's been doing Christian hip hop for like maybe 6 years or so. I'm not sure.
He's doing a minute now.
Yeah, he's been doing Search for like 6 years or so. I'm not sure, but let's say he decides to feature Pusha T on his next record now. Everybody can say, oh man, why should you feature this secular rapper? This guy was just dissing Drake Christian P and all of that. And I mean, but this is his brother. Like they've been
Right.
they're together. Like you can't explain that kind of relationship. So let God do what He wants to do, whichever way He wants to do it. As long as the artists involved are certain that it is God leading them. So I think a lot of fans outside Nigeria or within Nigeria, we need to grow up and get out of that judging mentality. Okay, you shouldn't do this. No, I mean,
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you, G1 featured, is it Big Crit and Lupe Fiasco on Against Us,
Mm-hmm.
and in that old song, the verse that really hit me was it the last verse, by was it Lupe, where he said, "Dear Father God, forgive us for not," is he saying thank you and we got paid, or forgive us for not paying our tithes or something? I can't remember. He mentioned that, "Oh Lord, Father." Basically, what I took from the song was that you should always appreciate God in whatever you do. You're not doing it by yourself. I mean, so that was what got me in the song. All G1's flows, I didn't get. Yeah, others could have got hit by that, but I mean, they didn't really hit me. Yeah, the punchlines were nice, but what really struck me was a statement by one of the rappers. I think it was Lupe. He said, "Dear Father, forgive us for not saying thanks when we got paid or something." You go listen to you know what I'm talking about. So
Yeah, because Lupe is one of my favorite.
yeah, that was what hit me in that song. That was the message to me. So let God use who He wants to use, and let's just quit judging and let's just move on and enjoy God. I mean, for real, and let's rock. And
I've been learning that, bro. Like freaking since I came in this, like I came in here with the expectation, like this is Christian rap. Everybody's gonna like it at least. If they don't love it, they'll at least like it. But then, like as soon as I started getting like bad comments, like it kind of makes you not bad. They weren't all bad,
Yeah.
but not even you, but just different artists. And I just see like how like we have to just take it, like understand what God has you doing, and like just keep, you know what I'm saying, like keep the tunnel vision, like don't see the haters, don't look. I hate saying haters like a rap term now, but like don't look at anybody, like just stay on, focus on the vision, and it's gonna go. Like that's what happened to Indie Drive. Like we literally just didn't care.
That's it. I mean, a couple of artists have mentioned that they've probably refused to check the comments again. Lecrae and some other artists. This guy Sailor the Corner dropped a video with his last album. I'm not sure if you watched the video where he put comments of people. I'll probably send you the link to the video.
He put comments on people?
No, he put comments of people. Like he took screenshots of comments of people on his videos. I'm like, okay, I needed that. Like Like that was the hook to the song. Like I needed that. Like you're saying this. I mean, I'm doing this for Christ. I mean, that's just it. So I want to ask you a question about 2Ps. I mean, I want to really say thank you for always shouting him out. I mean, he's been your producer for way back. I don't know him, like I got to know him through you, like 2Ps. Yeah.
That's crazy, bro. He'll lose it if he heard you say this name right now, bro.
Right.
He'll be thinking people paying attention.
No? No. I mean, I think it was in the video you did last, right? What is that 2Ps? Oh yeah.
Tarzan? Yeah, bro.
Yeah. So I mean, a big shout out. And then this last question. What's the idea with Wave? Like Wave, did you grow up surfing through the waves, or how was it like? You love waves a lot, like.
Nah. I can definitely say that. So basically, waves is, well, for me and for P, like waves is like early on. I didn't understand. Like I was telling you, like, I've always grown up in Christianity and things like that, and I didn't really grasp it. Like I didn't I would hear terms, you hear Christian terms and you hear things and it like triggers something like, yes, but like you don't, like as a teenager, you don't understand like God. Basically, in a summary, like the wave is like God's grace.
Oh.
It's like God's grace, like a flood, you know what I'm saying? And then we kind of like took it and it's like, we're going to bring that anywhere we go. So it's like the wave is here, you know what I'm saying? Like the wave is,
like
you know
the
what I'm
wave of the spirits.
Yeah, bro. But so it's like, I mean, for me, it was like once I understood what grace like a flood was, it kind of like it took my heart and like flipped it. And then the timing was just terrible because of freaking Kanye West about to drop stuff like waves and shouting out Max B for talking about the wave. And I'm just like, oh man, it went mainstream. Like, like that's the worst thing that can happen for this artist, to come up with something and then the saying go mainstream. I mean, they said it. I mean, Wave has been out. I'm just saying, like, if I was to come up with something brand spanking new and then it hits mainstream, like I can't even say I did it. I can't even get the credit for any. They're like, that's lame. He over here still doing that because it's like, no, bro. Like the wave is like our wave is a real wave. It's not it's not just like the same. It's a real thing. But yeah, I'm glad you asked that. A lot of people don't really have.
Oh, thank you. You're rocking your music for a while.
Bro, you said freaking 2Piece. Oh, you asked me about 2Piece.
Yeah.
What did you ask about 2Piece? So,
I mean, like, just asking about him. Like, is he also like a rapper, like by the side, or is it your personal? I mean, he's on most of your projects, if not all of your projects. Just a shout out to him.
Man, so I'll say this. So 2Piece he's probably one of the doper producers that I've ever come across, like ever met. And he's also my best friend, so that's another thing. Like I met 2Piece through a mutual friend named it's my cousin. I met him through my cousin. It was my cousin-in-law, like soon to be married cousin. But he had already knew him through rapping and stuff. And I met him. I'm like, yo, he makes beats right in front of you. I'm like, oh my god, I've never had this. Like, and like, cause I feel like I was cold in like 2012, 2011, something like that, 2012. And I'm just like, man, like in my head, I'm like this young, like 20-year-old, like I'm colder than everybody, like I just need beats, like I wasn't a Christian artist either, but I ran into him and we hit it like that because I thought he's big, 2Piece, big dude, and he just looks intimidating, and it's like he's the exact opposite. Like he's the exact opposite. He's super nice. Everybody he comes into contact with is an instant friend, like instantly, because it's just his heart. You can feel it. But as far as beats, like I don't know where he got his name from. Like it came from like 2Piece to your mouth. Like I guess like while he was in college, like he used to make beats also. And one of his friends was like, dang, that's like a punch to your mouth. Like dang, like because of the beat 808. He just stuck with it after his friend. They went on and became a rap group or like a mini label. They're still here, and he basically said that in one of the songs, like 2Piece to your mouth, and he just chopped it. And 2Piece is he's a master at like chopping things, and like chopping screw, and like on Tarzan. Like if you really like that, the song really, I'm gonna keep it 100. It was a freestyle. Like he literally made that into he made that into a song. Like that pop part Latin, how it's chopped up and stuff. Like he did everything. I didn't have any. It wasn't a straight up freestyle. Like I had it, but like I made it right there in the studio. 2Piece is an awesome guy. He's probably, I say he's like top 3 in CHH for sure. That's something. That's a title starter if you can, or something Rapzilla maybe should do or something. Like the best.
Yeah, thanks.
Hey, stuff like that though, stuff that makes people want to debate, and that's the best stuff. That's another thing that CHH doesn't do. Like we're scared to have us debate. Like,
people just take it the wrong way most times, you know.
Yeah, I feel it though. Like I don't want division, but it's like you can debate. Like it just brings traction. It brings more people, more attention to it. As long as it's not just like buck wild.
So I think it's been a long talk. Like we've had a long chat. Thanks a lot, man. We still have a lot of questions, but we're probably gonna have other sessions later.
But yeah, man, I appreciate you having me.
Yeah, thanks for the time. Yeah. It's really dope.